Fellow Stoic, they never wanted you to know this. Your soul is being drained by things you don't even notice. Here's how to take your power back. What if I told you that right now, there are invisible forces working against you? That every single day, your energy is being drained, not because of what you do, but because of what you allow? You wake up tired, not just physically, but mentally, exhausted from carrying weight that isn't yours. You feel restless, unfocused, constantly pulled in 100 different directions. And no matter how much you try to regain control, something always drags you back into the noise, into the chaos. But here's what they don't want you to know. Your energy is yours, and the moment you recognize what's stealing it, you can take it back. There are 5 major things draining your soul every single day, keeping you weak, distracted, and powerless. A Stoic knows how to guard their energy fiercely, cutting out anything that disrupts their inner peace. Today, you're going to uncover exactly what's been stealing your strength and, more importantly, how to reclaim it. These 5 things are keeping you from becoming the person you were meant to be, but by the end of this video, you will know how to rise above them. If this resonates with you, comment yes right now, because the truth is, most people will never wake up to this reality, but you're here for a reason. And when you understand what's really happening, everything changes. Let's begin. The hidden energy leaks. You wake up tired, even after a full night's sleep. Your body feels heavy, your mind unfocused, like you're carrying an invisible weight. You move through your day, but something feels off, like a dull fog in the background of everything you do. You push yourself harder, thinking maybe it's just exhaustion, maybe you need more coffee, more motivation. But the truth is, it's not your body that's tired, it's your soul. Your energy is being drained, not by one single thing, but by 1,000 small leaks slowly siphoning your strength away. And the worst part? You don't even notice it happening. Every unnecessary conversation, every useless argument, every moment wasted on meaningless distractions, it all takes from you piece by piece. But they don't want you to see it. They want you to stay exhausted, to stay too weak to fight back, too distracted to focus on what truly matters. Because the moment you recognize what's draining you, you take back control. And that's what they fear the most. The biggest energy leaks in your life aren't always obvious. It's not just toxic people or big life problems. It's the little things, the ones that go unnoticed. The hours lost scrolling through distractions, consuming content that adds nothing to your mind. The pointless debates, the petty conflicts, the time spent explaining yourself to people who never intended to understand you. The mental clutter that builds up from exposure to negativity, whether it's the news, social media, or the pessimism of those around you. And worst of all, the weight of carrying other people's burdens, the problems, the drama, the emotions that they should be handling themselves, but instead, they dump on you. Over time, these things don't just drain you, they shape you. They pull you further from your purpose, making you more reactive, more distracted, more vulnerable to the very system that wants to keep you weak. The Stoics understood this long before modern distractions existed. Seneca warned, people are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. On the shortness of life 3.1, think about that. People will protect their money, their possessions, even their opinions, but they give away their time, their most valuable resource, without a second thought. And time is energy. Every minute wasted on distractions is a piece of your strength that you will never get back. This is not just about productivity. It's about power. When your energy is scattered, when your mind is pulled in 1,000 directions, you cannot be strong. You cannot be focused. And that's exactly what they want. To keep you addicted to distractions, to keep you engaged in battles that do not matter, so that you never step fully into your own power. But here's the truth. You don't have to play their game. And this is where everything changes. The moment you start guarding your energy, you begin to feel something you haven't felt in a long time. Clarity. The exhaustion begins to lift. The weight that you didn't even realize you were carrying suddenly disappears. You find yourself calmer, less reactive, more in control. You stop engaging in pointless conversations. You stop feeling the need to defend yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You stop letting negativity into your space, whether it's toxic people, draining content, or the endless noise of the world. And something incredible happens. You start reclaiming your time. The things that used to drain you no longer have power over you. The distractions lose their grip. You find yourself thinking clearer, moving with purpose, seeing the world for what it really is. This is what they never wanted you to figure out, that the moment you take back control of your focus, you take back control of everything. But be warned, once you start cutting off these energy leaks, people will notice. The ones who relied on your emotional labor, the ones who thrived on your attention, the ones who needed you to stay just distracted enough to remain powerless, they will resist. They will call you distant, cold, selfish. Because the moment you stop allowing them to drain you, they lose their control over you. And that's the real test. Will you fall back into the trap, or will you stand firm and reclaim your energy for yourself? A Stoic understands that not everything deserves a response, not every problem is theirs to solve, and not every battle is worth fighting. They know that protecting their energy is a key to protecting their power. Come unaware if you refuse to let your energy be drained by distractions. Because once you start seeing these hidden leaks, you can cut them off for good. But the worst drain of all, it's not what you do, it's who you allow into your life. Toxic people, the biggest drain. You've felt it before, that overwhelming exhaustion that isn't just physical, but something deeper. You wake up feeling drained before the day even begins, your mind clouded, your emotions frayed. It's as if you're carrying a weight you can't quite define, but you feel it in every moment of your life. And the worst part? You don't know why. You go about your routine, do what's expected, show up for others, but at the end of the day, you have nothing left for yourself. Something is pulling your energy away, something is bleeding your spirit dry, and you've never stopped to question who or what is doing it. But deep down, you already know the answer. It's not just your workload. It's not just life's demands. It's the people around you, the ones who take without giving, who bring you down instead of lifting you up, who fill your mind with negativity, gossip, and complaints. These are the energy thieves, the unseen weights that drag you down. And unless you recognize them for what they are, they will drain you until there's nothing left. The most dangerous people in your life aren't the obvious enemies. They are the ones who claim to be on your side. The ones who wear the mask of friendship, of family, of loyalty, yet drain you of your energy every chance they get. They always have a problem, always need something from you, always expect you to listen, to sympathize, to fix what they should be fixing themselves. And because you care, because you were raised to be kind, to be patient, to be there for others, you allow it. You let them unload their burdens onto you, assuming it's the right thing to do. But here's the truth. It is not your job to carry the weight of others at the cost of your own peace. The moment you become the emotional landfill for someone else's negativity, you start losing yourself. Their problems become your problems. Their stress becomes your stress. And soon, you don't even recognize the person in the mirror. You're just a reflection of everyone else's chaos, everyone else's dysfunction. The Stoics were ruthless when it came to protecting their energy. Epictetus, a man who had once been a slave, understood better than anyone that the people you surround yourself with determine the strength of your mind. He said, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." Discourses 3.16.7. This is not just advice, it is a command. Because if you surround yourself with weak-minded, negative people, you become weak-minded and negative. If you allow complainers into your space, you will soon find yourself complaining. If you entertain gossip, you will soon find yourself consumed by meaningless drama. Your mind, your energy, your very being is shaped by those you allow into your life. And yet, most people never take the time to ask, are these people making me stronger, or are they making me weaker? The answer to that question will determine the quality of your life. And this is where everything changes. The moment you start cutting out those who drain you, something powerful happens. At first, they will resist. They will call you distant, cold, even selfish, because they needed your energy to survive. But once you remove them from your life, you will feel an immediate shift. A weight you didn't even realize you were carrying will be lifted. The exhaustion, the anxiety, the constant feeling of being on edge, it will start to disappear. You will have clarity for the first time in years. You will find yourself thinking clearer, moving lighter, breathing easier. And then you will realize the truth. This strength was always inside you, buried under the weight of others. They convince you that you needed to be there for them, that you owed them your energy, but you never did. You were always meant to protect your mind, to guard your spirit, to cultivate your own peace. And now, you finally see it. The people who drain you are not your responsibility. The negativity they carry, the burdens they refuse to bear themselves, the constant chaos they bring into your life, none of it belongs to you. A Stoic understands that their mind is a fortress, and not everyone deserves access. You have the right, no, the duty, to protect your energy, to walk away from those who do not bring value to your life, to choose strength over obligation, peace over drama, self-respect over guilt. Because the moment you decide to stop letting toxic people drain you, you step into a power they never wanted you to have. You become free. And that, my friend, is what they fear the most. Comment strong if you refuse to let toxic people steal your energy. Because the next energy drain isn't external. It's inside your own mind. Overthinking and worrying. You know the feeling. Your mind won't stop racing, jumping from one thought to another, replaying past mistakes, imagining future disasters, dissecting every conversation, every decision, every possible outcome. It feels like a constant storm, one that never quiets, one that keeps you awake at night, draining you before the day even begins. You tell yourself to stop, to let it go, but your mind refuses to listen. You worry about what people think of you. You worry about whether you made the right choice. You worry about things that haven't even happened yet, things that might never happen. And the more you try to control it, the worse it gets. Because overthinking is a trap, a never-ending spiral that keeps you stuck in your own head, stealing your peace, your focus, your strength. And the worst part? It changes nothing. It doesn't solve problems. It doesn't make you stronger. It only exhausts you. The problem with overthinking is that it feels productive. It tricks you into believing that if you just analyze things enough, if you just think a little harder, you'll find certainty, control, peace. But you never do. Instead, you just go deeper into the maze, second-guessing yourself, doubting your instincts, losing confidence in your ability to act. And while you're trapped in your thoughts, life moves on without you. You hesitate instead of taking action. You hold yourself back instead of stepping forward. You live in your head instead of in the world. And what does it give you in return? Anxiety, regret, frustration. How many moments have you lost to useless worrying? How much time have you wasted on things that were never even real, on problems that existed only in your mind? Marcus Aurelius, a man who carried the weight of an empire on his shoulders, understood this better than anyone. He knew that control over the mind was the foundation of strength. Writing, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Meditations 4.3. This is what they never wanted you to realize, that the battles you fight in your head are battles you were never meant to win. You cannot control the past. You cannot control the future. You cannot control the thoughts or opinions of others. But what you can control is yourself. The moment you stop trying to control what is beyond you and start mastering your own mind, you step into a level of power that few ever reach. And that's what they fear. The moment you wake up and see that your worrying was never necessary, that you were always stronger than you thought. And here's where everything shifts. When you finally let go of overthinking, when you stop obsessing over things beyond your control, you will feel something you haven't felt in a long time: peace. The mental fog lifts. The noise in your head quiets. You start living instead of just thinking. Decisions become easier. Conversations no longer replay in your mind for hours. You begin to trust yourself again. And suddenly, you have energy you never realized you were losing. You find yourself more present, more focused, more confident. People notice it, too. They see that you're not easily rattled, that you don't get lost in endless worry, that you move with a quiet certainty. That is the mark of someone who has mastered their mind. That is the mark of someone who is truly free. The world wants you to stay trapped in your thoughts. They want you to keep doubting yourself, keep hesitating, keep worrying, because as long as you do, you will never take action, never step into your own power. But now you know the truth. Worrying has never served you. Overthinking has never made you stronger. And from this moment forward, you have a choice to let your mind control you or to take control of your mind. A Stoic does not waste time on what they cannot change. A Stoic does not let their thoughts become their master. A Stoic moves forward, always. Comment free if you refuse to waste your energy on overthinking, because the next drain is one that nearly everyone falls for, and it's one of the hardest to escape. Attachment to material things. You've been told a lie your entire life. They have convinced you that happiness is something you must chase, that fulfillment comes from having more, that your worth is measured by what you own. So, you run, you work longer hours, you upgrade your possessions, you seek recognition. But no matter how much you acquire, something always feels missing. The moment you get what you thought you wanted, the satisfaction fades, and a new desire takes its place. You think, maybe I just need more. But deep down, you know the truth. The hunger never ends. The more you have, the more you fear losing it. The more you acquire, the more you feel trapped by your own possessions. And before you realize it, you are not owning things. Things are owning you. The pursuit of more becomes a prison, one that keeps you distracted, anxious, and never at peace. This is why so many people live in quiet misery. They attach their self-worth to numbers in a bank account, to the brand of their clothes, to the size of their house, to the admiration of strangers. But what happens when those things are taken away? What happens when the market crashes, when the job disappears, when the validation fades? They fall apart because their identity was built on something fragile, something external, something temporary. And yet, they don't see it. They continue chasing, believing that just one more thing will finally be enough. But has it ever been enough? Or has it only made them more anxious, more restless, more fearful of losing what they've built? True wealth is not in what you own, it is in what you can walk away from. Because the moment you need something to feel valuable, you have already lost. Seneca saw this trap for what it was. He warned, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Letters 2.6. This is what they don't want you to realize. Poverty is not about lacking possessions. It is about lacking contentment. The wealthiest person in the world can still be a slave, chained by their own endless desires. But the one who needs nothing, that person is truly free. The Stoics understood that real power comes from detachment, from the ability to remain steady whether you have everything or nothing. Because when your peace comes from within, when your sense of self is not tied to things that can be taken from you, you become invincible. No loss can break you. No failure can define you. You are no longer controlled by fear, by comparison, by the endless race for more. You are free. And this is when your life begins to change. The moment you let go of attachment, a weight is lifted. The stress, the anxiety, the restless hunger, it all fades. You start to see clearly for the first time. You stop buying things just to impress people who don't matter. You stop chasing status, recognition, approval. And in that silence, in that space where desire used to be, you find something you never expected: peace. A deep, unshakable peace that no amount of money can buy. You begin to value your time more than material things. You invest in wisdom, in experiences, in the strength of your own mind. And suddenly, life is lighter. Your energy is no longer wasted on meaningless pursuits. Your focus is no longer scattered. You become calm, steady, untouchable, and others notice. They see a person who is not easily shaken, who does not cling to illusions, who carries themselves with a quiet confidence. That is the power of detachment. That is the strength of someone who has nothing to prove and nothing to lose. Most people will never understand this. They will stay trapped in the cycle, chasing things that will never fulfill them, believing the lie that happiness is one purchase away. But you are different. You are awakening to a greater truth. You are beginning to see that everything you thought you needed was never the answer. That the more you let go, the lighter you become. That real strength is not in acquiring, but in detaching. And once you fully embrace this, you will never be controlled again. You will never be owned by material things, by societal expectations, by the fear of not having enough. You will own yourself. And that is the greatest wealth of all. Comment independent if you refuse to be a slave to material things. Because now, it's time for the final and most important lesson: how to take back your energy once and for all. Taking back your energy. You feel it, don't you? That quiet exhaustion, the weight of 1,000 distractions pulling at you from every direction. You wake up already feeling drained, not because you lack sleep, but because something deeper is being taken from you, your energy, your focus, your very essence. You spend your days giving pieces of yourself away, to obligations you don't care about, to people who drain you, to thoughts that trap you in endless loops of worry. And when the day is done, when you finally have a moment to yourself, there's nothing left. Just a hollow tiredness that never fully goes away. They want you like this. They want you scattered, distracted, depleted, because a tired mind is an easy mind to control. But here's the truth they never wanted you to realize. Your energy is yours, and the moment you start protecting it, you take back your power. Most people never take the time to ask, where's my energy actually going? They move through life on autopilot, reacting to everything, saying yes to things they should refuse, engaging in battles that don't deserve their attention. They give their energy to toxic people, to social media, to mindless distractions, to arguments that lead nowhere. And then they wonder why they feel empty, why their mind is always restless, why they have no motivation to pursue the things that actually matter. The truth is, your energy is being stolen, bit by bit, moment by moment, by things that do not serve you. And unless you learn to protect it, you will stay trapped in this cycle, always exhausted, always searching for something you can't quite name. But once you see what's happening, once you become aware of how much of your strength is being drained, everything changes. The Stoics knew this. They understood that energy, just like time, is something you can never get back once it's wasted. That's why they were relentless about guarding their focus. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world at his time, wrote, "You could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow." Meditations 8.22. Think about that. Every day, you have a choice to reclaim your energy, to redirect your focus, to stop giving yourself away to things that do not make you stronger. But most people keep waiting. They tell themselves, tomorrow, I'll change. Tomorrow, I'll take control of my life. But tomorrow never comes. And so, they stay stuck, always waiting, always drained, always one step away from the life they were meant to live. A Stoic does not wait. A Stoic decides. They take back their energy now, because they know that if they don't, the world will keep taking it from them. And here's where everything shifts. The moment you start protecting your energy, you begin to feel something different. You wake up with clarity instead of exhaustion. Your mind becomes sharper, your emotions more stable, your actions more intentional. You stop engaging in meaningless conversations. You stop wasting time on people who only take from you. You stop chasing validation, attention, distractions. And suddenly, you feel light. In the midst of life's relentless chaos and the daily grind that leaves you feeling overwhelmed, there comes a moment when the weight that has burdened your spirit begins to lift. You might be sitting in a quiet room or walking alone under the vast sky, feeling the slow but steady release of tension that has long held you captive. It is as though the heavy chains of doubt and distraction are finally dissolving, giving you a glimpse of a life filled with clear purpose and renewed energy. You are not alone in this journey. Many have felt the sting of wasted potential and the sorrow of being swept along by forces beyond their control. Yet here you are, at the brink of transformation, and your struggle is significant. It is a call to awaken from the slumber of passivity and to embrace a life where every thought, every action, and every moment is a deliberate step toward reclaiming what is rightfully yours, your energy, your focus, and your freedom. In this moment, as you grapple with the feelings of fatigue and disillusionment, know that the stirring within you is both recognized and celebrated by those who have walked this arduous path before. The battle you have fought for so long is not merely against external distractions, but against an inner turmoil that leaves you feeling fragmented and powerless. You have experienced days when every task felt insurmountable, when your mind was clouded by the incessant buzz of trivial concerns and the constant pool of meaningless drama. The struggle is deeply personal, echoing in the quiet recesses of your thoughts when you wonder if you will ever regain control over your own mind. It is a heartache of watching time slip away as you expend your energy on pursuits that yield little more than fleeting satisfaction. The cycle of giving away your strength, only to have it drained by obligations that do not honor your worth, has left an emotional scar, a lingering sense of inadequacy, and a relentless worry that you might always be at the mercy of forces that conspire to distract and diminish you. These moments of vulnerability and self-doubt are heavy, and they resonate with anyone who has ever felt that the world demands more from them than they can give. Yet, amid these challenges lies a powerful lesson: the realization that your energy is sacred and that regaining mastery over your focus is a first step toward a more empowered, purpose-driven life. There is a divine orchestration to these trials, a hidden preparation for transformation that transcends ordinary understanding. The struggle to reclaim your focus is not an isolated incident, but a vital part of a greater plan, one that has been unfolding since the dawn of your existence. In this context, the wisdom of lesser-known Stoic philosopher Hierocles comes to mind. He observed that the true measure of strength is found in the mastery of one's internal world, where discipline and clarity form the pillars of genuine power. Hierocles taught that when you begin to govern your thought with intention and discard the superfluous distractions of life, you align yourself with cosmic order that values purposeful action over empty words. His insight reminds you that every moment of lost energy is a lesson. Every lapse in focus is a gentle nudge toward a higher state of awareness. The struggles you endure are not punishments, but stepping stones carefully placed by the universe to prepare you for a life where your mind is your fortress, unassailable, resilient, and profoundly free. This divine preparation is an invitation to see your setbacks as necessary challenges that sharpen your inner resolve and lead you toward the ultimate reward, true control over your destiny. As you continue on this path of self-discovery and discipline, you begin to witness tangible signs of transformation in both your external world and within the depths of your inner being. You notice that your movements are gained a deliberate grace, as if each step you take is guided by a newfound purpose. The scattered fragments of your attention coalesce into a single, unwavering beam of focus that cuts through the fog of distraction. In your relationships, you find that your presence carries a calm authority. Conversations become more meaningful, and those around you respond with respect and genuine interest. Opportunities that once slipped by unnoticed now appear with clarity, as if the universe itself is aligning to reward your dedication. Internally, there is a blossoming of confidence and peace, a serene awareness that every moment reclaimed is a victory over chaos. Imagine a warrior whose armor, once dented and scarred from countless battles, is being reforged by the fires of adversity until it shines with an unyielding brilliance. Each challenge you overcome is like a chisel shaping a masterpiece, carving away the excess until only the pure essence of your strength remains. This is your metamorphosis, the evolution from a state of being manipulated by the trivial to becoming a leader who directs energy with purpose and precision. The very act of guarding your focus transforms your life, allowing you to step into a role where you not only survive but truly conquer. Now, at the pinnacle of this transformative journey, the call to reclaim your power echoes louder than ever before. The weight that once pressed down on your shoulders has begun to dissipate, replaced by a resolute energy that fuels every aspect of your existence. You have learned that true control over your mind is not about suppressing emotion or denying the world its due influence. Rather, it is about choosing where to invest your energy and letting go of what does not serve your higher purpose. With each passing day, your discipline grows, and you find that you no longer allow the trivialities of life to dictate your inner state. Distractions fade into the background as your focus sharpens into a tool of empowerment. You begin to see the value in every moment, realizing that wasted energy is an opportunity lost, a chance to contribute to your personal legacy of strength and clarity. This newfound command over your focus is transformative, imbuing you with an unshakable control that defies manipulation and renders petty drama inconsequential. You are the master of your fate, the architect of your destiny, and every decision to protect your energy is a victory over a world that once sought to dilute your power. Comment "I am Stoic" if this resonates with you, if you refuse to let anything drain your soul, and if you are ready to stand as a beacon of strength and purpose. Let these words serve as a clarion call to all who are weary of being pulled into the vortex of distraction and emotional chaos. Embrace the Stoic truth that your energy is not meant to be squandered on the ephemeral and inconsequential, but is a sacred resource to be cherished and defended at all costs. Your journey toward reclaiming your focus is a testament to your resilience and an inspiration to those who have yet to awaken to the truth that every moment wasted is a moment lost in the potential of greatness. With each act of mindful decision, you build not only a stronger mind, but also a more vibrant, purpose-driven life that shines as a testament to the power of disciplined thought and intentional action.